basic simple familiars and then moving on to the complex unfamiliar questions. And wait, can you guys hear me? You guys can, right? Yeah, awesome, thanks. And yeah, that's about it. I'll pause for like maybe a minute or so for you guys to work out the answers first for most of these, and then we'll like write things down. And then we'll have like a full typed neat solution by the end. So we're gonna move to the first question. This one's tech free. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1. Boom. So you guys want to try that out? I'll maybe pause for 30 seconds, and then we can go. Okay, how are we going? So the way I had this planned is I'd move to like the iPad here. So does that work? So for example, we had the question, so we had y equals to, sure, sorry, y equals to 1 on cos x, and then we're here to find dy dx. Oh, sorry. And then to do this, we can first do this by realizing that this is just equal to cos x to the power of -1. So when we differentiate things, we can then say by chain rule, dy dx is, and oh, come on, guys. Yes, the slides will be on later. Okay, so we can just move it to, we move the -1 here, and then put the cos x, and then -1 minus 1, and then we multiply it by the derivative of cos x, which would be negative sine x, which would, as we realized, the negatives cancel each other out, and so we're left with sine x on top of cos square x, which would be our answer for this question. Do you have to state chain rule? Probably not. I'm doing it just to be safe because usually if you get the answer, you get the mark, but if you get the answer wrong, there might be a mark for still saying that you have to use the chain rule. So does that make sense? All right. That's all. Okay. So now let's move on. Yeah. So this is the typed answer. Could you do tan? And that's a sort of personal choice thing. You probably can. Could you use u sub? I'm not gonna answer that. Like let u be cos x. That sounds a bit pointless to be honest. But you know, whatever floats your boat. Would quotient rule work? Yes, but why would you do that? And awesome. I'm gonna move on to question number 1b. If you guys want to spend 30 seconds trying that out. Muzz, how long, like, you did the master, how long should I pause for these questions? Because, like, I don't know how long it takes for people to do them, to be honest. Oh, 3 to 4 minutes. Oh, we're gonna be here forever. But, sure, why not? You guys see question 1B, right? Wanna give that a shot? Alright, who has an answer? Yeah, okay, fair enough. Um, so- Alright, I'm gonna do the answer now. Let's hope you guys work things out. And do let me get rid of everything here. And then let's start off with y equals to x cubed e to the x sine x. And we can start off by first differentiating each of those components. So like that would become 3x squared, and then each of them would become ex and cos x. So, yep, as Max said, you can first do x cubed ex as one function. So we can first start off by trying to find d dx x cubed ex, which would be equal to x cubed ex plus 3x squared ex. And then we can then factorize that out to become x squared ex 3 plus x. And there we go. And then we can work on the sine x component. And then using the product rule, we would have d dx x squared ex sine x, which would be equal to x squared ex. And then we multiply by the derivative of sine x over here. So we have cos x. Um, and then plus whatever we had here. So we'll move this over to here. X squared ex 3 plus x sine x. And then in the end, if we bother to factorize things out, we'll end up with x squared ex 3 plus x over here, and then sine x as well, plus x cos x. Oh shoot, I did something wrong. No, that should be that. There we go. And I believe that would be the final answer. Does that make sense for people? Yeah. Our teacher said you never get functions with 3 values of x. If that makes sense. Well, I guess that depends on what your teacher feels like writing. Like if you have 2 values of x, that would be like a normal product rule situation. But if you have 3, then one could say like becomes like a complex familiar kind of thing. I'd say we're still in simple familiar territory, but that's subjective, obviously. All right, good to go. Then let's move on to question. Oh, yep. So that was. Wait, no, I couldn't. Oh, crap. Um. Wait, no, can I type? Yep, so that was the typed out answer. Awesome. Let's move on to question number 2A. This is tech active, but like I'm just gonna say that there's no way you can actually do this with your calculator, so something to try out. I'm just gonna pause for 30 seconds or so. Oh, awesome. Anyone want to share their answer? Yeah, Yusuf got it right, and Nani as well. Congrats. Um, Yay! Yeah, good job with the plus C, guys. I'm just gonna run this through really quick. Sine 2x minus 5 dx, which then we can obviously then go cos because sine turns into negative cos. And then we notice that there's a 2x over here, which means we multiply by that and then plus c. And that would be the answer. And Muzz, please stop distracting like the audience. But yep, that's 2A done. And I'll move on to question number 2. Yep, so negative a half cos 2x minus 5 plus c. And let's move on to number 2b. This should be a pretty basic, simple question. All right, how are we going? I assume we're all done. Or need more time? How are we going? Awesome. Anybody want to share their answers? Yeah, yeah, close enough. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll. Yep, awesome. Oh, everyone got it. So dx, which we can notice is we can make things easier by having things as indices, and then obviously we'll just end up with 2 over 5x 5 plus yeah 3 over negative 4 x negative 4 plus c, which we can then turn as some people said, crap, minus 3 on 4x4 plus c. So will the PowerPoint and questions be uploaded? Maybe. I'm not really sure. Any other questions? Does this should Why is the second part not ln? Um, sorry, why is it not ln? Yeah, that's not how integrals work. Um, yeah, as Max said, it's only for x to the negative 1. So yeah, ln doesn't really apply in that situation. Something to keep note of, I guess. No worries. Cool. So, thanks, Yusuf. Um, okay, let's move on to question number 3. This is tech-free. Let me check. Question 3 will still be some pretty basic, like just operations. So we haven't gone into complex and applied questions yet. So let's see how we do. Hey, yeah. So that's the answer. Remember, positive indices look better. So instead of x to the -4, you've moved x to the 4 to the bottom. Um, Not much. Remember the plus c, I guess. So let's move to 3a. This is, I think, our first time dealing with definite integrals. Let's see how we go with that. I'll pause for a minute, and if you guys got the answer, just shout it out. Hey, awesome. Yep, the answer is 16 on 3. Great job, everyone. Um, so let's, in case anyone in the audience didn't catch up with that, we'll just run over definite integrals real quick. So 0 to 2x squared dx, whenever you see a definite integral, you just integrate it like usual. So we would have 2x cubed on 3, but then we'd put 2 and 0 here. And then what we'd do is we'd sub the 2 and 0 each into it, but then we minus it. So basically what then happens is 2 cubed over 3 minus 2 0 cubed on 3, which obviously that one is just 0. And that is how we'd end up with 2 times 8 on 3, which equals to 16 on 3. Great job, guys. I'm in Melbourne, so that's the time zone. Yay. Um, awesome. So I hope that makes sense, and we're gonna move on to question 3b. This is also gonna be tech-free, and it is an indefinite integral question. I hope I don't stay up till 10:30. We should be over pretty quick because we only have 14 questions. Um, so yeah, let's see how we go. They do get harder as we move on. So should ask it for all. Thanks, Yusuf. Um, okay. So yeah, that's what like so these typed answers are sort of like expectations of what you would actually write down in the exam. So if any of you guys, your teachers care about like good communication, so maybe just like take note of don't, mess up any steps in the middle. We'll work out is yeah, awesome. You just do capital F2 minus F0. Um I don't know, is it? I've never actually seen people do that before. Depends on the teacher, I guess, but I wouldn't. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, question 3b. We have another definite interval, and I'll pause for a minute. Is this spec? No, it is not. Um, Wait, is it? No, I wouldn't think it is. Um, you can pretty much apply like methods logic to these. Um, Wait, is that right? I don't actually. Yeah, that's not the answer I have. I'm actually gonna check with Wolfram Alpha real quick. Just keep going, guys. Because I actually didn't bother to double check the answers when I wrote this. But let me give this dx. Wait, no. Integral dx square root 3x plus 1 No. Um, yeah, the denominator should be 9. Um, so, um, let's see. So here's the answer I had, and in case, because so far all the integrals we have been doing are like pretty straightforward polynomials, and so, um, let's see, what do we do here? 3x plus 1 dx, and the first thing we notice is that we can write surds as fractions like that, indices, and then thanks Johan for doing the recording. Please keep on doing it because like on the laptop sometimes I'm like Googling things real quick, so that would be pretty awkward. So with the integral, we do it as if it's like a normal integral. So like we do on this side 1 divided by 3 on 2, and then we would do 3x plus 1, 3 on 2. Oh, we're running out of space. And let's see if I can squeeze this in. And then a fun thing we notice here is when we have the 3x here, we then make that become 1 on 3 on that side. So we can do U sub for this exam. That this derivative times the power. Huh. Oh well. And then plus C, and then which would become 2 on 3, 1 on 3, 3x plus 1 to the 1.5. Yeah. What Yusuf is sending out there is basically the kind of formula we're using. And then we would end up with 2 on 9, 3x plus 1, 1.5 plus C. So obviously, with these, you'll notice there's like a lot of little parts to it. And it's easy to get them wrong, but hopefully with enough practice, we'll be good at it. Are we feeling comfortable with this? Awesome. Okay, we should be moving on to, how long have we been going? For like maybe 20 minutes, maybe? Um, let's try out. Do we move on to question 4 or, um, okay, let's try moving to question 4 then. This is gonna be tech active. It's, slightly wordy in a sense, but like once you get the idea, it's it's a really simple one-step thing with your calculator. So question 4 up, sorry. That's the answer for question 3b. All right, so let's move on to number 4. Try this out. So notice, so I wrote like most of these questions, like, especially the start simple ones, but then later we'll have some from QCAA past papers, externals, and then yeah. All right. If anyone, you'll need your calculator for this. Um, if anyone got the answer, just shout it out. Yeah. Graphics calculator. Well, I don't really know like how to rank the difficulties, to be honest. So like I don't know, you might find like some of the later questions to be even easier than what we have been doing. So who knows? Um, how are we going? Where will the screen recording be posted? probably on YouTube, by Ollie. So yeah. Um, how are we going? We got 3. Yep, that is the right answer, and I'm actually not even gonna open. Well, maybe I will. Um, yeah, it's exactly to just solve the equation that Maxwell put out there. And just in case you're confused on where he got that equation from, I'm just gonna draw out this real quick. So imagine we have y equals to x cubed, so like that. And then what we're being told is, yeah, round it. It should be 2.99 or something like that. Yeah. So what we're being told is that line, and that line, so that this is 20 square units. Yeah, oh well. And so obviously if we remember that a definite integral from say point A to point B is how we evaluate the area under the curve. So if we were doing that, then obviously in the end we'd have 0 to that x equals to 20. And then using, if you use the Casio calculator, the function is called solve_n. And then what you're going to have is c equals to 2.99. And one thing I guess you could like take note is that uh, stupid iPad. Um, is that I specified that c had to be big, like bigger than 0. That way, we didn't have to think about the possibility of c being here, for example. And then in which case, negative 2.99 would have worked as well. Why is it 0 and c for definite integral? Yeah, because it's bounded by the x-axis and indefinite integrals. Um, indefinite integrals are like, yeah, but what you put in the equation thing. So what you put is, seriously, how do I, oh, god damn it. No. Oh, well. Right. So yeah, the equation you'd be putting is that, and then you'd say solve for c. And I guess this is different for whichever type of calculator you use. And I'll let you guys like try to fix it out on your calculators to see how you feel. But if you're comfortable with it, it's a pretty standard concept, so I'm not gonna do too much on it. But there will be a lot of complex questions later on where we have to use like this concept as part of solving the question. Hey, you overthought because you thought. Yeah, awesome. And I did realize because I was panicking with the technology back there, I actually forgot to show you guys the intro slide. Um, this one was where we had like a little bit about myself. Wait, no, this one. So yeah, I'm just gonna go over things real quick. Yeah, I'm 18 years old. Um, I'm from China, and you'll rewatch the. Yeah, it will be on YouTube. I'm from China, and I moved to Australia in year 11, and yeah, and now I'm like a math tutor person or whatever. I'll pause. I'll let people take a brain break for like 10 seconds. Did you still manage to balance work and life? I don't know how to answer that question. Um, yeah, crocheting club isn't that fun? Um, awesome. Thanks so much, guys, and we'll move to question number 5. Yay, isn't this a fun slide? I had so much fun doing this. Alright. And thanks for the glaze, Max. Question number 5. This is gonna be, oh wait, no, we're still on the basics, to be honest. The next question is gonna be about logarithms. We haven't touched on that much. I forgot dx. Wait, did I? Oh, sure. Um, oh well. The next one is solving basic log equations tech-free. So this one in particular should take less than a minute. And type out the answer. Go. What? Okay, yeah, awesome guys. LN5. Um, I- no problem. For those that were didn't work it out as quickly, I'll still do a quick run through of how to do the log equations. Um, if we have 5ex equals to 25, obviously the first step would be that. And then with ex equal to 5, what we can then do is we can put a ln on both sides of things, which we can then turn into, because of the power rule, x sure, keeps doing that. ln e equals to ln 5, and we realize that ln e is actually just 1, so x equals to ln 5. Yeah, no, I feel like that's the easiest way to do it. I don't know how people like manage to turn it into log form in their heads. We didn't learn. What's a Batistia? You know what? I give up. Um, yeah, awesome. And now we're gonna move on to our next. This question is still gonna be tech free. What the fuck is a Batistia? You know what? I don't wanna. I mean, can we did before? Huh? The integral one, or what are we on about? Is there a recording? Yes, there will be. Can you see the other questions before? No. Um, so yeah, you guys can see all of it on YouTube. This will post. I still recommend staying just so like you guys could ask questions, but I'll move on to 5B. Awesome. Get going. And this one should take maybe a little longer, so I'll pause for like 30 seconds. Oh, Johan was talking about like my swearing problem. While you guys do this, I just wanted to share like I was doing like, what's the question you can't see? Wait, what? Maxwell just sent it out as a screenshot to the group chat. Wait, you guys can't see the screen share, or? Oh yeah, thanks guys. I don't know. Is it like glitchy, or? Yeah, fair enough. Maybe try like quitting and then joining back in again. I don't know if that's gonna work. Alright, when you guys do, anyone comes up with an answer, feel free to shout it out. You didn't miss anything. Someone was telling me to watch the language. I forgot who that was. Uh, but you know, I forgot, to be honest. What are factors of 32? Ooh, let's... I don't know. You guys have a long, deep think about that? Wait, 32? That's not right. Yeah, no, there's no 32. Um, no, that's not right either, I think. How are we all getting different answers? What? Um, hmm. Oh, shoot. My bad, guys. No, it should have been the right-hand side should have been equal to 1. That was my bad. Sorry. I'll rewrite the question here. It should have been, sucks to be me, 2 log 4x minus log 4x minus 2 equals to... I forgot to mix that up. It should have been 1 instead. My bad, sorry. Uh, yeah, solve for x. Why is my thing so slow? I don't know, man. Um, two x squared. Maxwell, sorry, you missed the update we had just done. Uh, all right, how are we feeling? Ooh, looks like logs got everybody confused and scared. Fair enough. How do you get rid of the log 4? What's log something of 4? All right, do you guys want more time to work this out, or will we go through what I had in mind? Huh. Hey, someone got it. X squared minus 4x plus 8. Great job, guys. Um, that's where I'm at. Awesome. Let's keep going. Isn't this complex? We're doing equals 1 now. Okay, we got there. Awesome. Well, you're cheating because this is question number 5, so no calculators. Um, but yep. So I'm gonna just go through how to do this. So we have log 4x, and then the first thing we can do is move that x to there, and then minus that to equals to 1. And then using log laws, we then manage to arrive at x squared x minus 2 equals to 1. And then Using our definitions, we then have x 4 to the power of 1 equals to x squared x minus 2, which then leaves us with 4x minus 8 equals to x squared, and finally x squared minus 4x plus 8 equals to 0. And how are we going with solving this quadratic equation? Yep, great job, guys. Wait, go back. I'll zoom out a bit like that. Yep, the chat is doing great now. And the cool thing is determinant is equal to negative 16, less than 0. So no solutions. That was the trick. Great job, gang. So remember, there are no complex numbers in maths methods. No, yep, sure. No real solution. Oh, gee, sorry, guys. What a nerd. Um, okay. Great job. Thanks for saying that, Johan. No, I guess that is important because technically complex solutions and whatever. Chalky, you got 23 out of 25 for the literature. Is that like good or bad? Literature monologue. Oh, which fill up. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes people do forget the whole discriminant thing because that was back in year 11. Wait, how do you get the determinant? Great question. So the determinant is, so when we look at that equation, for example, the determinant would be equal to b squared minus 4ac. Is that the square root of the? Yeah. So that would give us negative 4 squared minus 4, 1, and 8, which would give 16 minus 32, which would be negative 16. And that's how you get the discriminant for a quadratic equation. Are we good to go? Or great. The complex. Can we do a CUI have? I don't know, man. We still have a few questions to go. Let's. I so I actually had like a like a 2-minute break after question 6. So yeah, we'll see if we have like time left over after this. All right. So are you all ready for question 6? Let me just rub this off real quick. Okay, and this one is another question that I wrote. Let's hope. How long will be left? I don't know, man. I have no clue. Not gonna lie. I don't know. I think maybe I'll have to like speed things up a bit. I ended up cutting a question, so we'll only be doing 3 questions, 13 questions instead of 14. So I'm just gonna go. So it does seem like people are in a hurry to wait. 9:45. Yeah. We'll definitely finish before 9:45. So this is tech active, guys. And the question should be. It says it should be a decimal number. Someone send the question. Oh, Maxwell, you want to do the honors? Thanks, Yusuf. I don't know how long this is. I'm gonna pause for like 90 seconds. You want to shout it out? 100.1. No, that's not what I had in mind. Um, no, that's not what I had either. Um, oh, maybe I did something wrong. The answer I got was 99.43. But because I wrote the question, so I don't actually have anything to check the answer with. So if I maybe I'm wrong, who knows? But 99.43 is it? Like, because that's what I got. Oh wait, you guys keep getting. Oh yeah, me and Zoro got the same answer. I'll check if I had something wrong. Uh, so- yeah. Wait, how do you guys keep getting? Huh. Okay. Maybe I was. DDT t square, wait, what, minus, and then, yeah, there, and then t cube over 3, 1, 0.2, 5e. Oh, yeah, you guys, yeah, Max did something wrong, I'm pretty sure. And I think I know where he went wrong, so I'm gonna go over this. Um, so obviously, guys, for a tank, rate change overall equals to rate in minus rate out, in case you guys remember. And so at any point, which then would equal to t squared minus e negative 0.2t dt. Are you guys following along what I have here? Awesome. And so at any point, how do I move this? So at any point, the volume would be the integral of that e negative, pardon my handwriting, which then, this isn't what we have done in, yeah, this would definitely be in the complex range. I'm not sure if it's a CU quite yet, but yeah, because like for joy, if we want to move from rates into like a concrete volume, then we have to integrate it basically. So what we'll have here is t cubed minus plus 5e negative 0.2t plus c. And what Max did wrong is that he assumed because the initial was 100, he assumed that c was equal to 100, which was actually a wrong assumption. Because, oh wait, no, he's typing. Let's see what he has to say. Yeah, exactly. That's a mistake a lot of people make. Yep, 100 when t is equal to 0. So we then actually solve for, um, 0 cube over 3 plus 5e 0 plus c equals to 100, which why is 5 in front of e? So like, because when we were integrating this chunk, it's 1 divided by 0.2. Yep, awesome. And then what we'd end up with is that c is actually equal to 95. I hope that makes sense. Are we following along? hopefully. Awesome. So then if I there's not enough space. Um, Maybe if I yeah. So then our volume Vt would actually be equal to t cubed over 3 plus 5e negative 0.2 t plus 95. And then finally, all we need to do is sub in V1, which would then give us 1 over 3 plus 5e negative 0.2 plus 95, which I think would end up giving us 99.43 liters. Did we get that? Awesome. Thank you, guys. So let us move on. Because we were like basically halfway there, I have like a little break organized. So, we'll be stopping for 2 minutes maybe, and we'll spend that time watching. Yep, so that's the answer, guys. I'm gonna stop here for 5 seconds. And then what we will do, oh, Ashan, hey. Aw, great job, Ashan. Um, well, I'm so honored to have like a 99.95 kid sitting on me. But when are we finishing? You want to play Valorant? Um, I don't know. Do we want to watch this or are we skipping? Um,
Son, me and your mother are getting a divorce.
Good.
What?
I said good. You guys fucking suck at being married.
Now wait just a gosh darn second.
What? What do you have to say?
It's her mom's fault.
Oh, really? Why is that?
She orders too many Amazon packages.
You used your joint bank account to spend $3,000 on Clash of Clans.
Gems are expensive.
You suck, Dad. You suck so hard.
Hey, you know what? You're just a kid. What do you know about anything?
I know that bringing your 28-year-old coworker home for dinner without even calling ahead is a bad idea.
Do you think she got the hint? I bought like 30 pineapples and placed them upside down in like every room.
I hope she sues you into the grave.
Me too.
all right, we're back. Hope you guys had fun. And
Son,
well,
me and your
no, we're not doing that again. All right, we're back to QCAA 2021 Paper 1, Question 16. Is this a long one? All right, guys, I'm gonna stop for like 3 minutes, maybe. Yeah, someone shouted the answer already. Great job, guys. Um, but yeah, do we want to do this, or like if people seen this like way too many times, or hmm. Okay, Boppy, I'll check. Yeah, no, you got the answer. That's awesome. It's 99.43. Good job. Um, so how are we going with question? Yeah, because this question takes a while, but like, I don't know. Hmm. This is tech free. No, I think I'm streaming just. Oh, come on. Why does it do that? No, I haven't touched anything, so. Does tech-free involve? No, that's why it's called tech-free. How would you do e to the? Oh wait, no, that was the other question. The like water one was Wait, are you talking about the this one? Because the rule is odd number question is tech free and then even number is tech active. No worries. Okay, do you want to go? All right, let's get started then. So let me get rid of whatever is here. Okay. So what we realize is we have a tangent line, right? And we have a curve that we're doing of y equals to e to the 2 minus x. And we want to know basically, so for example, if we have there, and then that's what we want to know. The easiest way to find the area of the triangle would be to find this point and then this point, and then Max already, yeah. Find the y-intercept for height, yeah. That's basically what I'm having in mind. So our first step would be to find dy dx, which would be e2 minus x times -1, which would be negative e2 minus x. Hope that makes sense. And then, yeah, as Buppy said, the whole job is just to find the x and y intercepts. And then, so basically we're trying to find, let's see, that's 1 and then e. So basically, we're just trying to find the equation of the tangent. That way we can find the x and y. So what I would say is let y equals to mx plus c be the equation of the tangent line. Is it -1? No, -1 is not the answer. So yeah. And then we actually already know the answer for. No, why is there -1? Which one are we talking about? Oh, here? Oh, that's just the chain rule, because like we notice like there's a negative x there, so we just multiplied from -1. Okay, real cool. No worries. And then our first job is to find the gradient because m. So what is m? Well, I'd say it would be dy dx at x equals 1, because that's the definition of what a gradient is. And then, which would equal to negative e2 minus 1, which would just be equal to negative e. So basically, the equation becomes, and then, so the equation is actually y equals to negative ex plus c. Is the answer? Yeah, the answer is 2e. Good job, gang. So, I'm just gonna keep solving this for the people who haven't done it yet. So, in order to find the value of c, what we can do is sub in 1 and e into the point so that we end up with this, and c would be equal to 2e. Buppy, let me check. Ex plus 2e. Yep, that looks to be about right. So y then equals to negative ex plus 2e. This is, well, no, we're beyond simple familiar now. This should be a CF or even CU. Yeah, oh, very furious. Hey, Sakudo, so glad you did your PSMT. So, basically now what we have is a line that goes like this, and that line is y equals to negative ex plus 2e. And we're trying to find here and here, so when x equals to 0, y equals to, no, sorry, y equals to something, and when y equals to 0, x equals to something. Right? And how we go about doing that, let's try this out. To find the y-intercept, we would sub in x equals to 0, so y equals to negative e, 0 plus 2e equals to 2e. And, oh shoot, y, so y equals to 2e is the y-intercept, and to find the x-intercept, we would instead sub in 0 equals to negative ex plus 2e, and then x would just be 2. And now we're basically done, because if we then end up with this triangle of 90 degrees, 2, and 2e, then the area would be equal to a half to 2e units squared, which would be equal to 2e units squared. And we're done. How do we feel? Stop distracting people, Max. All right, how are we feeling about this explanation? Good. Oh, wonderful. I killed you guys. I hope that's a good enough explanation on my part. This is like probably the standard type of CFCU, the most like normal, because it sort of involves a lot of differentiation and how to approach a seemingly pretty large question. So I hope that makes sense, and I think we might skip a few questions actually. Um, I think I have another QCAA one lined up. Integrate the string. Oh, good job, Ashan. Any good tips for perusal time? No, not much. People say like you can try to like read like the back questions most. That way, like you try to work it in your head and it stays in your head. So even while you're doing the earlier questions, like your head is still thinking about it. But I'm not sure like how well that works, to be honest. Okay, I don't know what to do with the rest of this time. We do have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We do have 6 more questions lined up, but I don't know how you guys feel. Should we cut a few or just keep going in the order? Do whatever. Okay. Okay. Um Skip straight to more CU. Okay, I guess then we will move to do the hardest one. Yeah, let me have a quick think about this. I do have the Ferris wheel question lined up. How are we feeling about that? Sakudo, oh my gosh. You know what? Let's try this out. Or going back to like a slightly simpler one, to be honest. This is tech active, but you won't be using a calculator, so I'll pause for 2 minutes. No, we don't. They're not up yet. It's in Ferris wheel. Um, I don't know, man, because like second derivative by itself isn't really a specifically Unit 4 concept. Like, there's nothing strange about it. You literally just derive it again. I think it's only when you get to like concave up, concave down, that's when it becomes Unit 4. Well, let's just keep in mind that if you want to integrate a constant, you literally just add x to it, so it becomes constant times x. You know what? I'll do it. Well, if we don't specify, that always just mean radians. No, you use radians if they don't say it's degrees. That's basically it. So it doesn't need to have the word pi in it. Uh, Placement is t over pi minus 3 cos t. Yup, Johan, you got it. Congrats. Okay, are there... Yeah, so if it is degrees, it needs the degree symbol. Otherwise, it's radians. That's basically the rule for it. Alright, would you like us to move to the answers? Is this still simple familiar? Yeah, we've kind of gotten back to simple familiar because question 7 was definitely CF, but now we're going back to easier stuff. Are we meant to sub in T? Yes. Yes, I think so. C equals to... Is this spec or methods? Yeah, that's kind of self-explanatory, surely. Um, All right, we good to go? Or let's jump. Hey, so if we're given that velocity t is equal to 1 on pi plus 3 sine t, then obviously the displacement function. Actually, let's start with the acceleration so that we start with the easier one, so we would go that, which that means we end up with 3 cos t, and that's basically it. We're done. Acceleration, heyo. And then you get C. Well, this is tech free. Oh wait, no, is this tech active? Oh. Oh wait, no, this is tech active. Then yeah, the decimal answer would be fine as well. I left it as fractions. It doesn't matter, obviously. So the displacement would be the integral of velocity, which would be equal to 1 on pi plus 3 sine t dt, which then, as some people asked, yeah, you can do most of the things with tech free, but it is tech active, so do whatever you like. So some people ask, how do you integrate a constant? The answer is you just multiply it by the variable, and then this part should be self-explanatory. And then what we're dealing with is we're left with the plus c, and we need to solve for it. And what we do is we plug the given info into it, so that we are then left with pi over 3 times 1 over pi minus 3 cos pi over 3 plus c equals to 4. And then we would then, using calculator or whatever, we'd be left with c equals to 31 on 6. From your boring ass. Oh, good on you, Max. So then we would then finally have the answer of t on pi minus 3 cos t plus 31 on 6. And that's our two answers. Any tips on not making any mistakes while working out? I'd say write more lines so that each step you do less in your head and you just write it down on paper so that it's easy to check where exactly you might have gone wrong. All right, I hope you all are feeling good about this. Keep getting the wrong C value. Yeah. Oh well. Practice makes perfect. I don't know, is that something people still say? Hmm. This will be, yes, this will be, if Ollie does it. The calculator? Let's check what you did, Yusuf. No, I said pi on 3. You put in 3, Yusuf. Oh, wait, you did? Huh. Um, is it supposed to be? Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. Another quick tip and trick is to, make sure you're in the right mode, I guess. Good job, guys. Yeah, only use degrees if the question says degrees, which they rarely do anymore. All right, let's move on to. We have another QCAA question coming right up. It is. Um, Hold on, I'm just gonna go with the answer. That's acceleration, that's displacement. Um, yeah, you can. You can bring one graphics calculator and one scientific calculator. That's a fun fact. Um, mm, all right, let's get to it. Oh wow, someone got this done fast. Yeah, yeah, got the answer. Congrats, DYDX. Well, Yusuf, so yeah, we do see that there's an intersection point. And then you can notice like the y-axis intercepts on both fx and gx are like specific points. So maybe you can try that out. Is it 0, 1 for the fx? No. No. Oh wait, no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. fx 0, 1. Yeah. Will someone please send a screenshot out or because my thing is yep, awesome, thank you. Thanks, Cycro. We don't have fxy intercept. We do. It's 0, 1. Oh, it's infinite loading again? Oh, is it back up? It's back up for me, so awesome. Yay. Alright, do we want to move to the solutions? Aw, Do you have to assume that? Yeah, the intercepts are just what they are, so feel free to use them. I know my internet's fine. Is it like because if I like leave it on too much, it just like turns off by itself? Is C1? Yep, C is 1. Good job. A equals 1. They're all equal 1. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna move to working it out. So let us get going with this. Yeah. All right. So what do we have? So we're basically given this. And then what are we told? We're told that and that. And let's try to label the coordinates out. This is 0, 1, 0, 5, and what's this one? It's 2, 4, I think. Yep, looks to be what it is. Okay, and let's try which one's fx. So this one is fx, this one is gx. And the first thing we can notice is that if we sub in the y-intercepts, so i.e. we'll end up with 3 log 2a plus b equals to 1, and negative log is 2 for an assumption. Yeah, it just is. Log 3c plus 5 equal to 5. And we land our first 2 equations here. Does this make sense as to how we end up here? Alright, I hope that makes sense. And then what we do is, yeah, it meets at 2, 4. It's pretty obvious that that's exactly where it is. So I think we're good. And then we'd say from equation 2, one of the things we can then observe is that log 3c is just equal to 0, which pretty obviously tells us that c equals to 3 to the 0 equals to 1, and that's already one of our answers. So everyone following okay? Like, are we tracking? Awesome. So with that done, we can then actually for like clarity, I'm just gonna write down the general form that they gave us, which is fx equals to 3 log 2x plus a plus b, and gx equals to negative log 3x plus c plus 5. So what we then have is that we can sub in the fact that fx equals to gx at the point 2 and 4, because obviously the intersection. Then what we will end up with is 3 log 2x plus a, so the formula for fx, equal to negative log 3 x plus c plus 5 at x equals to 2. So we will then arrive at 3 log 2 plus a plus b equals to negative log 3 plus 5. And then we can then move to... What's this? Yeah, oh, you guys can hear that? Oh. Yeah, oh well. Then we can then simplify this into 3 log 2 plus a plus b equals to 4, and lo and behold, we have our third equation. And look, we have two equations, a and b. So what's left of our equations here is we have this equation and that equation, and with that, we're more than ready to solve for a and b itself. So notice, is there anything like specifically we can do to like get rid of these variables? Which I would suggest by doing equation 3 minus equation 1, which would give us 3 log 2 plus a plus b minus 3 log 2a plus b equal to 3. And then we can then simplify that into 3 log 2 plus a minus 3 log 2a equals to 3. And then by factorizing things out, we can shorten things even more to this point, and then this point, and then finally a equals 2. And then I think, yeah, it is a bit intense. I don't know, is this still CF? Maybe it's like borderline between CF and CU, I think. So, but it's definitely a lot of steps. Yeah, okay, differing opinions then. And then finally, we can just sub in a equals 2 into any like equation we want. So for example, if I do equation 1, we can then end up at this. So b equals to negative 2, and that is how we get our answer. C equals 1, a equals 2, and b equals to negative 2. And yay! Ta-da! I know that was an intense one. And yeah, there's probably for some a few different ways of doing this, considering like how much information we're given. So whichever one ends up working out for us, I guess. Yeah. How are you feeling? Confused? Anyone still don't know like how to approach this? Yeah, alright, fair enough then. The lesson here is that there's a bunch of ways of doing things, and whichever one works out is fine. Right. And I think we might just skip the Ferris wheel then, and I actually have another Instagram reel planned, but we'll see. And that is the answer, so we can read from like left to right. I hope that all checks out. And I guess one more thing is just to remember all your log laws. All right. It's time for a quick break number 2. Should we do it? Let's do it.
No way, dude, that's so fucking sick! Did you see he's putting a lava moat at the Canadian border?
Wait, what?
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be super long and really friggin' hot.
No, not the moat, the Diddy thing. Did you just take that as a good thing?
RFK to reverse all vaccines distributed to Americans ages 1 to 75?
How is he gonna do that?
It says he's got a really big syringe, is just gonna start sucking, bro.
Sucking where?
Wherever he wants, man. You seen those biceps?
Trump announces Putin vs. Zelensky UFC showdown to settle the Ukraine war?
Fuck yeah! Is that gonna be on the hub or what?
What? No! Why would it be on the hub?
Cause it sounds friggin' hot, dude.
All right. That's it. That's oh wait no that one. And I feel like that's pretty much all I had in. Let's do 2 more. So now we're stepping into like really difficult territory. These are pretty much the hardest questions I could find. Let's start off with 2 more guys. We'll skip those. Let's try out this one. It's, as you can see, a Chocciebear exclusive, so it did take some effort to write this one out, but it's tech active, so feel free to have a go. So we're doing 2 more questions, including this one. Oh yeah, that is a common like theme for CUs is where like you cut the area into certain proportions. And we'll be going over different ways to approach this. I think this is a pretty nice question. Like it like really tests how well you understand like integrals and areas under curves. So is anyone like actually gonna give this a go, or do you want us to just jump straight to doing it? This is tech active. I'll just in case, like I'll screenshot it again and then put it in the chat, and I'll pause for maybe 3 minutes. And we'll see how it goes. And if you get the answer, feel free to say it in the chat. Yeah, no intercept, so it has to go through the origin point. Yeah, fair enough. That's 3 minutes up, but I think we'll go for 1 more minute then. Um, 2.3, I don't think so. But once again, like, because I wrote the question, I actually can't check the answer, so I could very well be wrong. Um, but no, I don't think it's 2.3. What about Arun? How are you doing? Um, wait, is Arun still here? Well, we're good. Yeah, that's right. Um, that's what I have. Awesome. Yeah, because I was getting scared I might be wrong myself. But you know, if like I got the same answer as Arun, you know. Uh, all right. Do we still want more time? Whoa, yeah, this question got people hyped. Aw. Wait, but like just in case, could you, Arun, could you calculate M as well, just so like I didn't mess up that part? Yay! Yeah, that's the answer, I'm pretty sure. But we'll wait for people to try to have a go at themselves. Oh, thanks, guys. So I'm really glad you guys appreciate it. Um, so did we all get an answer? Um, no, that's not. It's not 27, unfortunately. Ashan put what I think is the right answer in the chat, and if we're done trying, yay! Yeah, so yeah, that's the answer, pretty much. All right, so we're gonna go through it. All right. So let me draw things out again. Yep, so basically what we're dealing with is like, so this curve here, right? Gx equals to 10 to the minus negative e to the x. And what we're trying to decide is a line that cuts through here, a straight line, sorry, this is a very bad straight line. A straight line that cuts it like that, so that this area and that area are exactly equal. And so how would we do that? Well, we can start off with the basic of thinking that let y equal to mx, and obviously there's no c because the line has to go through the origin. And let's try. Wait. So I'm so glad we all got the answer. That's fun. But for those that didn't, I think the first thing we have to do when evaluating this thing, because if we wanted to cut into half area, then maybe it's helpful to like calculate the whole area first, which we can then do by finding this particular intercept. So we can say that at this point, gx equals to 0, 10 minus e to the x equals to 0, and then yada yada, we would get x equals to ln 10. So we would then write ln 10, 0 is this point. And so if we want to calculate this entire area, what we would do is obviously a definite integral that runs from 0 to ln 10 of gx dx, which would be ln 10 10 minus dx dx, which with the power of our calculators, we should get approximately 14.03-ish units squared. And so that's the entire area, right? And what we're trying to do is to find half the area. So let's assume we already did that and we have this imaginary line. And one thing we might do is we'll then want to evaluate this chunk so that it equals to half that. So we would say half would be equal to, let's say, 7.015-ish. So we want that to equal to 7.015 units squared, right? But then how do we do that? How do we evaluate this sort of irregular shape? Well, I think what we could do is to split it down like this, and then we can then evaluate this triangle, we can evaluate this in the form of a triangle, and then this in the form of an indefinite integral. So let's try that out. So we will say, for example, we want to look for a certain point, and then let's call this imaginary intersection B, and then G of B. And then for that to work out, we would then need to create the equation 0 ln 10 minus e to the... Hold up. Wait a sec. That can't be right. And e of x dx plus 0.5 b, and then 10 minus e to the b equals to 7.015. And then this is where solve n comes in clutch. Is this unfamiliar? Yeah, I think so. Did I round from 1? Did you round from? Yeah, oh well, so, with the power of some calculator magic, we would end up with b equals to 1.44-ish, I think. Isn't 0 2? Yeah, no, I think sorry, I think that should be b instead. There. Yeah, so sorry, Joy, that was a mistake on my part. Do that instead, so it should be from b to ln 10, I think. And then... So yeah, so now we know that we need a m value such that it reaches that specific point. And then I think it should be pretty evident what to do next, because g of b would be equal to 10 minus e to the 1.44, which would be 10 minus shift e 1.44, be 5.78. And finally, to find m, all we need is g of b divided by b, 1.44, which, if we're lucky, should give us the final answer of 4.01, making y equals to 4.01x the final answer. And that's the working out through it. And we'll just take that in for a moment and hope that makes sense. And now we're on to our final question. So does anyone still want more time to absorb this, or are we ready to keep going? Oh, that's nice. Let's keep the ball rolling. Isn't that fun? All right, let's rub. Should we do one more reel? I actually don't have one planned, to be honest. I need to add it to slide. Um, I'll just let you guys stare at the final answers for a bit. This is what I had typed up. All right. In case like you guys wonder, I'm looking for one more reel, to be honest. No, none of these work. Ah, crap. That's no fun. All right. Half of 0. Yeah. And then you get B. Then is trig and logs in IA2. I have to do solvent. Well, we don't have two variables. We only have one. The one integral, like you do comma and then like just say B and then close the bracket, and it will just solve for B. Could we please integrate this? No, I'm not gonna do that. I won't do that. All right. How are we? Sorry, I'm just gonna have to do that. And right. This one. Present. Yeah, so this was the Ferris wheel question, and then I also had a trapezoidal rule one, but we skipped that. So, wait, no. All right, so I'm gonna move on to the last question, which is a tech-free one. But before that, this is
We're
our
gonna have
last
to
one.
put Guantanamo on your ass. Go ahead. Torture makes me boner. I don't know how we're gonna crack him. He likes being waterboarded. Who likes being waterboarded?
Let me handle this, sir.
All right, fine. But you get one shot here.
Understood, sir.
That's sweet. Giving the rookie a shot, eh?
Now, as I gather, you have an affinity for limbs. Is that right?
Yeah, limbs make me big boner time.
And you've been known to keep the limbs of your victims, correct?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, what if I were to tell you, I've got your nose?
What the fuck? How'd you do that?
I managed to snatch it while you were busy fantasizing about getting waterboarded.
You don't know what you've done, rookie. Give it back now.
Tell us where the bodies are.
I can't smell anything. The whole room's turning dark. Help!
Had enough yet?
Give it back. Don't hurt it, please.
If you don't tell us where the bodies are, I'm gonna fuck your nose.
You want it down?
I'm sticking in the tip. Spit it out.
Okay, fine. 3, 2, 1, Corey Lane. Just let me have my nose.
Here, fucking bitch.
Ha ha. Masterful gambit, son.
Thanks, Dad. But we're not finished yet.
What's that smell? Is that jizz covered me fucking nose?
You fool! I busted in your nose hours ago!
No!
All right, hope we've had fun. And let's check out 13. This is our last one, and tech-free. Good luck, guys. Oh wow. Are we trying this or have we all just like tapped out already? Which is fair enough, I guess. Aw, that's so nice. You're definitely not doing it, Sakuto. Um, y equals to x times. Is that the answer? Buppy, I don't think that's right. Pretty close, but send the yes, we will send the PowerPoint. The whole thing will get uploaded. Um, Wait, you guys are getting on. That's not the answer. No, there it is. There is an answer. So I don't know where we might be getting stuck. Wait, we're all getting undefined? It's weird. Yeah. In case like that's a weird like wording. Yep, congratulations to Ashan. Yay. So yeah, that's the answer. It's 2x minus e. Uh, I mean, like I'll help answer. Ashan's just built different. Like. Alright, how are we traveling? If no one says anything, we'll move on to working it out. Sweet, awesome. Let's go. Hey. Yay! Last question. So I'm just gonna rewrite the basic question info. Y equals to x ln x tangent also goes through the point 0 to negative e. So the way to start, I'd say, like any question relating to tangent of any kind, I always think to go look for dy dx, which with the power of the product rule we'll know is 1 ln x equals to 1 plus ln x. So if we let y equals to mx plus c be the equation of the tangent, like obviously we immediately know because it goes through 0.0 and negative e, so we can just sub in to there and then end up with negative e equals to 0m plus c. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then c is negative e, which can then help us turn our equation tangent into y equals to mx minus e. And this is mostly the easy part. The hard part is coming up with to find where the tangent line is actually meant to be tangent on the curve. So if we could, so like for example, if that's the line and then like that's the tangent, let's say we let that point be B and then B L N B, because that's what GX is. We can actually solve that as m equals to dy dx at x equals to b, which would be 1 plus ln b. So the equation then becomes y equals to 1 plus ln b x minus e. And then with this final bit of information, we're in the home run. We can then sub in the points, sub in b and b ln b into this whole thing to become b ln b equals to 1 plus ln b minus e, which then becomes b plus b ln b minus e, b ln b. We then cancel, and we're left with b equals to e. And therefore m equals to 1 plus ln b equals to 2. And then we're left with the final answer, y equals to 2x minus e. And where did b and b ln b come from? So like, you know how the function itself was x ln x? And so if we knew that it touches that at that tangent point, then the coordinates will be b, and then the y coordinate will be b ln b, which is how I'm approaching this. And with that, I'll scroll down. Where do you want me to scroll? I'll zoom out. Out of curiosity, why do I use B? I don't know, cause like A is like the first letter in Alex, and I feel like that's to narcissist. So like I then move down to B, um, which is another fun fact. Uh, Yeah, of course. Classic Sean. I mean, I would be too if I got like a 99.9. What do you do after B equals E? So then how like I said M equals 2, we worked out there that M equals to 1 plus ln B. So then you sub it in, M equals to 1 plus ln B, which equals to 1 plus ln E, which is just 1 plus 1 equals to 2. And assuming no one wants to look at my handwriting anymore, we'll look at this is the actual. So I did end up using A here, but yeah, close enough. But that is about it. We have run out of questions, and yay. And finally, oh, one more reel. I don't know. I'd have to look for links, so I'm afraid we don't have any more reels, and I'll post the PowerPoint. And ta-da! The end. Thanks for coming. And I've just chucked an ad for XCV tutoring, and that is it. Oh yeah. I'll have to email Ollie about that. And I'm gonna hold this screen here for like 20 more seconds. Thank you so much. This has been like a lot of fun, to be honest. And I don't know if I'll do this again, maybe for like externals, but like DN and Max took up all the other subjects. So people haven't taken up chemistry yet. So yeah, I'll have to leave it at there. Thank you so much, and